Warning, you are not watching Siskel and Ebert.
You are now entering Wang World.
So topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. Today I have a review for Expendables 4. Before we get into this, please hit the thanks button down below so I can get money to support this YouTube channel to make it more successful or successful at all, depending on how you look at success. But donate some of that bottom or that cheese, that cheddar, that mozzarella, that dollar bill, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or you can subscribe. It also helps that channel a lot. And if you do either of those two things,
I appreciate that.
But let's get down to brass tacks. I gave Expendables 4 a 3.5 out of 10 Wangs.
Why?
Because when I went on my AMC app and clicked Expendables 4 and chose my showtime, I did not expect to see a good movie. I didn't expect to see an okay movie. I knew it was going to be a bad movie. Stallone is 100 years old. Dolph Lundgren isn't far behind him. Rene Couture is a bad actor. 50 Cent is also not a good actor. And everyone else in the movie is just there. Jason Statham is fine. Megan Fox is meh, lower than fine, I guess. I don't consider her an action star. And these movies were gifted to us, I will say. That first one was gifted to us as all these huge action stars coming together, spreading the load so it's not all on one person's back, to give us a fun action thrill ride adventure. The novelty of it to take you back to a nostalgic time of action films, which was great. I liked it. The first two are super good. The third one's is alright, you know. It has that joke of Wesley Snipes, and that's
funny to me.
But this one, it loses that novelty and it tries to be a film. Well, the problem with that is the film
Absolutely sucks!
Starting with the writing, full of cliches, predictable, and just overall the dialogue sucks. It's not good. It's not cool. These one-liners are trash. And the characters just are bland. You tried to make 50 Cent rock. You couldn't afford Dwayne The Rock Johnson, so you're like, oh, we're supposed to throw 50 Cent in there and that'd be good enough. Well, it wasn't. And was he good? He's 50 Cent. He has charisma. It's going to shine a little bit. But overall, he was wasted in this film. Which, saying that about 50 Cent and acting is mind-blowing enough because that doesn't really go together. That just shows how bad this movie was.
You're not wrong.
You also have the villain from The Raid, which is cool, I guess. I don't consider him a huge action star. And a lot of other people in this film, I don't consider them huge action stars either. The person that was supposed to be a son of one of Expendables for Antonio Banderas' son in Expendables 3, who the fuck is he? What action movie was he in? The girl that was brought in with Megan Fox, what action movie was she in? Megan Fox, what fucking action movie was she in that was any damn good? So, I don't care about any of these characters because there's not that action novelty tied to them. And then you put them in a plot that sucks, predictable, with action scenes that aren't very good. There's an action scene or two that was decent at best, but overall, this shit's garbage. The coordination, what they can do, the gunplay, it's all basic elementary school trash, garbage, unoriginal shit. There's a couple things that stands out, and those couple things, literally a couple things too, that's fun, that adds to the movie. Everything else is just, I've seen this before, it's not interesting, it's boring, just like the story. But what makes this movie over the top, one of the worst movies of the year by far, is the CGI. The CGI is...
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
You can go on YouTube right now and type in explosions, CGI, and green screen background, and you can see the explosions and helicopters and bullets and everything else you want to see. The special effects from Expendables 4 on YouTube, blank green screen background.
Am I lying?
this might be the worst CGI I've ever seen in a movie theater. And granted, I've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark in a movie theater. And that movie came out in the fucking 80s, and it had better CGI at the end than this movie did. And it came out in 2023 and was meant to come out in 2023. CGI makes this film laughable, and it takes you out of the movie every time they do have a scene in CGI. It's like, oh, 50 Cent in an airplane. That's not fucking real, because it's so abundantly bad that it sticks out like a sore thumb. And a huge part of this movie is the spoiler alert, if you care, which I don't know why you would, because this movie is fucking terrible, is Stallone dying in the first 5 minutes and then coming back. Woo, fucking haven't seen that before. And also, Stallone, you aren't fucking, be generous and say 50. So you can't do anything anyway, so it was a smart move to leave you out so you look cool at the end, but you're old and the people don't know how to write and make you like a nematode. Your scripts aren't that good anymore, but I would have took a Stallone script because at least he knows how to write for himself, and he would at least sounded cool. Nothing in this movie is cool except for 2 action scenes, which I wouldn't even say is cool, because John Wick films exist. There's there's Arnold Schwarzenegger action movies from the 80s. There's all types of different action movies in this world. The Raid all have better fight scenes or action scenes than this movie does, so even those aren't impressive at all, which makes this movie overall not impressive, not good. As I said before, it is terrible. In fact, it is
So fucking terrible.
That's the reason why I gave it a 3.5. I didn't think it was going to be a good movie, so benefit of the doubt, I guess, gives it a boost up. Realistically, just like a 1.5. CGI, worst CGI in the history of CGI for a movie with this budget that went to the cinema. It's not like the IFC made this movie and it went to 5 cinemas. This is a nationwide movie that went to every cinema in America that had a CGI. And if the CGI was so bad, no wonder they couldn't afford Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. If they had Dwayne in this movie and like better dialogue, it would have changed the movie drastically for sure. However, it does not. But we can hope, we can wish. But as I said, this movie sucks. 3.5. Honestly, it's too high, but I'm being nice because I went in knowing this movie was going to suck. So expectations is helping the score out tremendously. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on Expendables 4. Score back up, hit the like button, share the video.
And then what?
Subscribe.
It's not a game.